Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to DRW Radio, the 90th episode. Holy Jesus.
Nice. This is nice.
I bring to you my beautiful co-host, as always, Cole Stoner, a.k.a. Stoner, the international champion, Amari Hall, a.k.a. Alex Cross, and for those of you who know him as A-Star. And I also bring to you Arceus, a.k.a. Wilfred Warfstash, a.k.a. John Rucker, and Miguel Roderick. And tonight, for the first time ever on DRW Radio, we bring you a very special guest, former international champion, now the #1 contender for the DRW Undisputed Championship, ladies and gentlemen, Steve the Star Killer Smith.
Woo!
Steve, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you, DRW, for giving me the platform to display my talent, and to say, if you go to drwshop.com, you can get the new Steve Star Killer Smith t-shirt on sale, 20% off if you use the promo code, #StarKillerKickParty. Nice.
That was great. That was great. I accidentally put a post in DRW that I didn't need to put in there. But it will be at Final Face-Off June 21st in Bethlehem, Jerusalem at the DRW Dome in front of 77,000 people. The main event will be the undisputed champion Aaron Youngblood defending the title versus Steve Starkiller Smith. Steve, let's talk about how you got the title shot. You were the greatest international champion to ever grace that championship. It was a huge vote by the board of directors and by the fans all over the world to put Steve Starkiller Smith and give him a title shot. This is your once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, Steve. Are you going to capture the moment, or are you going to let it slip?
The way I think about it, I had one shot to get on this roster and actually do something, and that came when DRW had Dark Mania 2. Everybody was trying to get on the roster, trying to get booked. Even for dark matches, I made it happen. I worked the house shows, I started a whole entire tour, and I finally got myself into that ladder match for the International Championship. That said and done. That championship is now with a new champion, and he's going to do things with it, and now I have to worry about what I'm going to do. I came up in the indies. I worked in a bunch of promotions that, like we just talked about before the show, are they even going anymore? No, they're not, because I came to DRW. There's a new generation on the way. There's a whole new level coming on the way of how people do things, how they create this product. I chose DRW specifically because I felt that was the platform ready for Steve Starkiller Smith and the Indie Spring. And when I faced Aaron Youngblood, someone who I see as the personification of everything that is the top tier of the industry, one of those people, I'm going to make my mark, and people will know that not only have I arrived as a talent, but I've arrived as one of those top talent guys.
It is going to be a beautiful night in Bethlehem, Jerusalem. For the first time in over a year, the DRW returns to the DRW Dome. It was built back in 2014. For the first time in over a year, we return, and the main event has almost sold out Bethlehem, Jerusalem. We have almost sold out the DRW Dome. There are very few tickets remaining. Tonight, if you go to Ticketmaster.com or DRW.com or DRWShopZone.com, you can get tickets there. And you can get tickets 20% off if you use the promo code #DRW. 20% off, or, if you want to support us, go full on 100%. Floor seats no longer available. Front row seats no longer available. Nosebleed seats are the only seats available now. Get your tickets while they're still hot. Only 400 tickets are remaining. But it is going to be an amazing night. Steve Starkiller Smith, you have a couple of more matches lined up before Final Face-Off. this Thursday night, June 11th, at the FedEx Forum in Memphis, Tennessee. I almost said Nashville. In Memphis, Tennessee. We're going to return. Thursday Night SmackDown returns to Spike TV. Call your local cable provider to get the channel. Spike TV, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time.
I thought we were going to Destination America.
No, that's Warzone. Warzone's going to Destination America, even though that's Final Destination for some companies. TNA. Anyway. Yeah, wow. I just shot on TNA. Bring it, Dixie Carter. I dare you to ban me. Let's bring it. June 11th, Memphis, Tennessee. FedEx Forum. What a card we have stacked. But Steve Starkiller Smith, you will be going one-on-one with the DRW Locked Terror Television Champion, Taven Omega. Your thoughts?
I faced him in a couple of other organizations. This guy right here is somebody who was just about as unorthodox as myself. So I don't know what these guys think they're going to get. They may not have seen it, but I tell you, internet smarts, all you sharp marks out there, you know what it is, and you know which match you want to see. You know which one you want to see, and that's the one with me, the DRW Locked Terror Champion.
We are sold out this Thursday in Memphis, Tennessee at the FedEx Forum, because also on that card, Messiah versus Torrance Banks, the double debut of Alex O'Hanley and John Newsom. Steelbound Terror match, DMG versus Tyler H. Miguel Roderick versus Key Morbid in the co-main event. Then, the most talked about main event in all of SmackDown history, Tag Team Mayhem, which means no disqualification, no count out. Anything goes, falls count anywhere, elimination style tag match. The KSS reunites Aaron Youngblood and Chris Hero to go on to face the Sickness, Christian Rainey, and Stoner. Stoner, you're here, aren't you?
Yes, I'm here.
You're always here. You're my co-host. You're my beautiful co-host.
I understand that completely.
June 21st, Bethlehem, Jerusalem. Final Face-Off, one of the most talked about pay-per-views of all time. You have the chance of a lifetime. Finally, you have a chance at the DRW title. You go one-on-one with the man that beat Chris Zero not once but twice, Judas Insanity. Your thoughts, big man?
Well, I know that Judas Insanity is one of those unpredictable guys, one of those kind of crazy guys. But when it comes to me, I think everyone knows I have a few screws loose, and I'm going to be your new DRW champion because there is, without a doubt, a fact that I am better than Judas Insanity. And, just to bring up this point, I am better than both of the KSS.
Oh, big words, big man. That same night, it is going to be the night that, yes, Aaron Youngblood versus Steve Starkiller Smith, but one of the most talked about dream matches of all time. No one can doubt this. Stoner, you can't even doubt this because you've been talking about this match for a very long time. Christian Rainey versus Chris Hero. And an out-of-character question, looking from a business standpoint. You guys see the match Christian Rainey versus Chris Hero. You see the build. You see the passion in this match. How does it make you feel, Stoner? Your thoughts first.
The passion in this match, it gives you a reminder of how some of the greats in wrestling acted when they were in one of the most biggest feuds of their entire career. This is one of those moments, and there's no doubt in my mind that we're going to see some sort of Undertaker-like thing happen. So, yeah.
John, you have a lot of thoughts when it comes to passion for this business. You have one of the most intellectual minds in this business. You see the match Christian Rainey versus Chris Hero. You feel the passion. You see the promos. You see the build. How does it make you feel seeing that match and seeing that people can still go toe-to-toe without a title being on the line?
Well, passion does describe the whole thing. Both Chris and Rainey both have very, very strong passion. I will admit, I did see the promo from Rainey, and I don't know, this is kind of a tie for me. I can't really decide who I think will win.
I understand completely, but I don't think our host does.
What?
Trying to
Don't
make waves.
What? Trying to make waves?
Trying to make waves.
Stoner. Calm down, Stoner.
I'm going to Tennessee, so I really don't know. And I don't trust people in Jerusalem.
You really should.
Last time I went there, I got my luggage stolen.
Amari, are you still here? Amari is not here. Penalty box. Steve.
Yeah.
You also have one of the most intellectual minds in this business. We've had a few out-of-character conversations. You have a great mind for this business. You see the dream match of Christian Rainey versus Chris Zero booked. You see the passion. You feel it. You see the intensity, the build. How does it make you feel seeing Christian Rainey versus Chris Zero?
When you see those two particular brands go face-to-face, you kind of wonder where it's going to happen, what platform. This could have happened in multiple different promotions. It could have happened in House Pro Wrestling. It could have happened in EWC. Where are these two stars eventually going to meet and go head-to-head, especially after the build-up where, we can pull back that curtain and kind of see those two characters when they were collaborating on the build to Darkmania when he won the DRW World Heavyweight Champion. So those two, after that, those two characters were going to end up somewhere down the line, come to a face-off. And I think in Jerusalem, we're going to see exactly what that is. When you have two brands that are just so over like that, it doesn't even matter what they do or what they don't do, because people are going to pay attention, they're going to buy a ticket.
Aaron has joined the podcast. Aaron, welcome to DRW Radio episode 90, a undisputed champion. What's up, man? How you doing?
Swinging candlesticks, taking names, the usual. How's everybody else?
Well, I'm being the best over here.
Oh, yeah, you think that. Keep running your mouth, little bitch.
Aaron, from an out-of-character standpoint, you see the dream match Christian Rainey versus Chris Hero. You feel the passion. You see the intensity. You see the heartfelt moments in this match. You see the build. How does it make you feel seeing this match and seeing the build and seeing everything and just feeling it? How does it make you feel?
Basically, the entire thing for this match is just got me to realize that two of the best are putting it up on the line in this match, and that, this could be a turning point in either man's career. It could make Chris Zero go down or Rainey go down. Personally, I'd rather see neither of them. I'd rather see both of them keep feuding for a while, but beggars can't be choosers.
We move on. We finally see Stoner getting what Stoner finally deserves, a DRW Championship title shot. Cell of Destruction, Judas Insanity, one of the hardest working champions of all time. He got his moment at Darkmania when he fought Chris Hero and took the DRW title. It was that aftermath, the HEW World title and the DRW title were both on the line. 5 rounds of death, match of the year candidate. Zero and Insanity went to war. Insanity got the win. Insanity has the most momentum going into this, but at the same time, Stoner, who's been on a hot streak in DRW, unbeatable hot streak, unstoppable. He's getting his title shot, and honestly, I gotta say, to see this match finally happen, to see Stoner finally get his big chance, it makes me feel damn good. It makes me feel very proud that this is happening in DRW. Anybody's thoughts on Insanity and Stoner?
Go ahead.
One of those guys, I've seen him in multiple matches, multiple talents, multiple promotions. And somebody who I've seen put over some of these cats, kind of like myself, trying to come up, get to that top tier talent, and to see somebody who actually has done the work, has put forth the effort, now they're going to have an opportunity to make his dream happen. We got the workhorse versus the brutal champion. I'm going for the workhorse. I'm going for Stoner.
Thank you. So, Mr. Undisputed Champion, what's your thoughts?
Personally,
Oh, God.
if you were really to look at the things and compare a workhorse to a fighting champion, then you're looking at the wrong kind of match.
And what Aaron is pointing at, is one of the most talked about main events in all of DRW history. We've been talking about it all podcast. The main event for the undisputed title. Aaron Youngblood, the undisputed champion, defending his crown versus the workhorse, the indie superstar, Steve Starkiller Smith, finally getting his big break here in DRW. Aaron, your thoughts?
Steve, you go back to different companies, different brands, different lifestyles, but we have built a common respect for one another. And after the passing of a man that I know as a father, I'll be damn sure to give you the match of your life, knowing what kind of a man you meant to him.
Steve, your thoughts?
There's a lot that you said. There's a lot that's been said. But this is the summer of Starkiller, and I am the personification of the indie spring. There's a lot of people and places out there now that are trying to retrograde their own product to try to fit in to what's popular now, and that's the rising stars in this industry. Me and you do have a level of respect for each other. We've seen each other's work. We know what we expect from each other. And I think some of that is we don't know what to expect from each other when we get inside that ring. You can win championships anywhere. My time is now, because if I don't do it now, there probably won't be another time.
John, you see the match, Steve Starkiller Smith, Aaron Youngblood. Aaron Youngblood, we all know, was a hell of a workhorse. He was overlooked most of his career. He came to DRW. He made DRW home. He came in, he beat Chris Zero for the DRW World Heavyweight title. He became the undisputed champion. He defeated his brother Zach Zero. He's standing here at Final Face-Off to go one-on-one with a man who was one of the best international champions in all of DRW. He was one of the men that, when stepped in the ring, the fans shut up and they watched, and they enjoyed, and they were entertained. Aaron Youngblood, Steve Starkiller Smith, your thoughts?
Well, I would give out an honest thought, but sadly I don't know much or most of the match. I only know one of the following parties of that match. I can't really give out a great review from it because I haven't really been following it. But to say the least, to give a little bit of some positivity on it, I know that both contenders or parties, should I be very specific on that, will undoubtedly give out the best match possible in their careers. I can't pick, again, the winner or the loser of this match, but I will say that I will say that good luck to both parties for that match. I do know a little bit, not a lot, but a smidge bit of Aaron Youngblood. I don't know much about his contender, but that does not mean that they both will not deliver one hell of a match.
Cole, you've had problems with Aaron in the past. You've had huge respect for Steve Starkiller Smith, but at the same time, you've also had huge respect for Aaron and who he is and what he stands for. You see this match. You see Steve Starkiller Smith finally getting his shot. You see the effort he's putting to it. You see the effort that Aaron's putting to it. You see the build. You feel the moment. What are your thoughts on this match?
Thoughts. I'm also competing during the night, so obviously this is going to be one of the biggest matches due to the fact that it is one of the biggest matches on the card. And with that, I see both Aaron and Starkiller. And then I remember all the things I've been through with both of them. While I've only faced Starkiller in ladder matches, and originally I was scheduled to face him in at what was it, Stoner Math? But that changed when I got my shot at Miguel Roderick. But I also remember last Friday when I got my jaw knocked to the floor when I was trying to get in the ring. So,
yeah, that shit hurt.
Yeah, that shit really hurt. And I wish both of you good luck. But my hopes...
Wish them good luck. I don't remember it now that you said it. Yeah, that shit did hurt. I don't wish you no luck. Yeah, I forgot about that.
My jaw is still fucking hurting.
I am in poor writing.
Hey, you know what? It was curb stomp city, alright? Don't come into the ring. You don't come into the ring, Stoner. You should know better. DeLeon did cost Aaron that match. Steve Starkiller Smith can say he has a win over Aaron last Thursday on SmackDown.
Technically, that would be me as well.
God damn it, not again! Who's gonna bring this up? Always.
It is the closing moments of the show, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank Steve Starkiller Smith for finally joining us on this 90th episode. Stay tuned, because later tonight, in 15 minutes from now, we're going to go live to Zero Fucks Given. Thank you guys, and good night.